Do you know what tags on Substack are and how to use them properly? You don't know about this? No worries. You're in good company. Many writers don't know about this. And so I want to show you how you can organize your little corner on Substack and how to highlight and feature specific parts, because there are special featured areas you can capitalize on. And also, since you are the editor in chief, so you're managing your whole newsletter, your website, and also your publication on the internet, your real estate on the internet, it's so important that you decide which parts of your Substack you want to highlight. So many ask me about my members area, for instance, I added recently. I also have, for instance, interviews and tutorials, but let's focus on this. So members area. How did I add this members area to my Substack? We can click on it, and then you would see here, you would see all the live sessions for members, which are paywalled. Okay, you can see here all of them. They are all in the specific members area. So now we want the same for you. This can be, for instance, a book launch club. This can be a reading club. This can be something like webinars you're offering. There are so many possibilities. And also this can be, specific topics. So for instance, you're writing about flowers, but you're also writing about animals, something like this. And then you would want to have specific categories, specific meta tags you're using for your website. Similar to a newspaper, where you have sports, you have culture, you have politics. See it as this here with your newsletter, your website, and also your publication on Substack. So let me gonna show you how to add these special featured areas to your homepage and also how to highlight specific areas. So let's go, for instance, on search, where you could then look for tags, but you could also, if you would know it, then you would just go on website and there you would find the tags. So for instance, I'm someone who loves tagging, and I'm doing a lot of tagging here. I wrote about Adobe Firefly or about Canva Magic Studio or about, for instance, $2,500 per month writing online, something like this. And I tagged them then properly. And now we want to add a custom tag. So this is how we do it. We click on add, and then we would now go with Substack School, because I would love to offer my subscribers to get immediate access to Substack School. So let me check when I'm adding this custom tag if there's anything changing here. No, there's nothing changing here in the navigation bar. So what I would have to do is I would go here on show more tags, STRGF, and then I would search for school. I would click on the three dots and say, hey, I want to add this to the navigation bar. Now let me check whether it worked. Voila, perfect. So there's already Substack School. What else you can do is that here, when you go on website again, that you then say, okay, I want to change something here, okay? You would go here in navigation bar links, add or remove items from the navigation bar at the top of your website. So we, for instance, now added Substack School. If I would want Substack School to be the first here, then I could drag and drop it here, for instance, and then Substack School would be the first. Let me check. Here, you can see this. Substack School, then it says members area, interviews and tutorial. Or I could also drag and drop it and put it here. So we would have members area, we would then have Substack School, and then people who want to learn a bit more about my interviews and tutorials, they would go there. Okay, this is nice. So now if we click on Substack School, what happens? There is no post. How to add now a post to this specific section here, this specific category in the navigation bar of your publication. So this is a post I published. I would go on the three dots. I would go and edit. Then I would have to click something here, let's say like this, to update it. Okay, so I would update it now. Everyone, this post belongs. And now here we can see tags. As you can see, I'm already tagging my Substack newsletter with, for instance, here, education, Substack categories, educative videos, online trainings, marketing, and so on, because this is going to be very important for the future, because Substack is already in the middle of changing the categories. So in the past, there were about 27 or 26 categories. Now they shipped new categories. We have now 29 categories. And in the future, we're going to have about 150 categories. This is why also today's video is here, because I thought it would be very important for you to show you how to tag, because so many don't do it and miss out. So don't snooze on tagging. So what I would do then is I would go here on Substack School. I would add Substack School. and click on update now. And now I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen if I refresh this page, click on Substack School, la la la, et voila, there it is. Now I have this as in a newspaper. I have politics, I have sports, I have culture. So now I have this Substack School. So people come into my online writing club, now see, nice, Kristina has a Substack School. She also has a Medium School, and so on and so on. This is something that I can do. I can put it here in the navigation bar, but maybe it's getting a bit crowded here, or I would have to delete, for instance, interviews and tutorials. This is, again, just not ideal. This is just to show you how to do it. It's not that I say, hey, this is ideal, this is what you have to do. But again, if you have something that you want to highlight, then put it in the navigation bar, because this might be something that people are gonna ask you all the time. This can also be something like start here, so that people get an overview of all the posts you've ever written about you, a hero post where you explain a bit more about yourself. And again, we want just to demonstrate how to do this, okay? This is not like consulting where I say, hey, this is exactly what you have to do. But I know from my one-on-one sessions how important it is to know about this and to add this to the navigation bar. So then we could say, hey, this is already totally fine. I could go into whatever story I would want and then say, hey, for instance, this one, there's now a new way to grow your Substack. I could again click on the 3 dots and then add it to Substack School if I think this would be a good fit. I could also, of course, create a new post, and then when I go to publish, I could then add a new tag. What if we want to highlight this a bit more? So what we can do then is we would go back to our dashboard, our settings, and then we could go, for instance, here on branding, and then click on publication theme, set color, layout, font styles for your site. So we would go on edit theme. This is how the theme of my publication looks right now, and we can see the Substack School, which is cool. So then I would go on homepage, because I would love to customize the homepage. What's very important is that you toggle here, turn the toggle on here and say advanced layouts. And then you would go on here on add block, okay? And then you would say, for instance, I want to have a grid of posts with custom sidebar options. So I would go on grid and then say, hey, I want to have a specific tag. Of course, we want to have now Substack School. So we go down onto Substack School. This is the one. So we have now grid. In grid mode, have we post with the tag Substack School, numbers of rows 1. And then we have the list with the recent posts, number of posts 7. We click on save. And now we can check how our publication looks now, the look and feel of our publication. We still have the Substack School here. We can scroll down. We now see here the Substack School. Of course, there's a lot of white space, so I would have to add, of course, more posts here, which I'm gonna do. And then we have the recent posts here. Again, you can also say right column or left column if you want to do this. So this is how to use tags and what tags are. So to summarize it one more time, tags are like labels which you use to organize your Substack and also to tell somehow the Substack network and Substack's algorithm and Substack's bots what the post is all about. It definitely helps you. It reminds you, if you're writing on Medium, maybe of these 5 tags you can add. There are specific tags. In the past, there were about 70 tags. Now we have more than 500 tags or topics we can use. So we have this huge topic cloud. And I guess with Substack, this is something that's also gonna come in the next weeks and months. So make sure to use these tags if you want to highlight specific parts of your newsletter, of your publication, of your website. Again, this is so important, especially if you want to make it your home and if you want to organize your little corner on the internet so that everyone who comes to your home, what your Substack newsletter is, says, wow, there is one room. This is the Substack School where I can learn so much. Then also we have the podcast where I can listen to all these amazing conversations. And then we have the chat where I can, chat with others, with other writers, for instance, here with the online writing club. And this is awesome, this is someone, just saying, hi, welcome to our party. Welcome to the online writing club. Here is the Substack School. Here is my podcast, here is the members area. So just go downstairs and there you're gonna have some more fun and get more value if you're going upstairs, So this is the idea of it. Hopefully this helps you. If you say, Kristina, I loved it, check out all the other videos and tutorials. Of course, go to the Online Writing Club and check out my Substack School and all the other sections here I'm gonna add. And I hope to see you in the next video, and I'd love to get a like and also subscribe. And if you think there's someone who needs to see this video because this person has no clue how to use tags, what tags are, and so on, and how to organize the publication of their dreams, then definitely share this video. See ya!